Om Tab Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kabibhiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Shri Madatatam Bhuvi Gnantiye Bhurida Janaha. Jagat Janani Sri Ma Sarada Devi is an unopened book gradually being unfolded, and we are being charmed by its miraculous diversity and grace. Who was this Sri Ma Sarada Devi? That is still unknown and unknowable. This is the matter for discussion in today's Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna Discourse. We all know that Sri Ramakrishna was the incarnation of God, the highest manifestation of the human beings possible in earth. So let us turn into his estimation of Sri Ma Sarada Devi to get the highest approximation of this great personality. इसलिए आज के प्रसंग श्री रामकृष्ण के दृष्टि में श्री माँ शारदा देवी in the eyes of Sri Ramakrishna. As I said, during her lifetime and even afterwards till today, she is least understood and least acknowledged. This is true for those who came in contact with her. Once a great devotee approached Swami Muktinathanandaji, the then General Secretary of Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, asking to clear a doubt. He said, by seeing the spiritual effulgence of Sri Ramakrishna, I do not fail to believe that she was the highest manifestation of God in the world. He is an avatara. He is seen by spiritual effulgence, that frequent samadhi, bestowing grace on even the sinners, turning them into saints. But I fail to believe that Sri Ma Sarada Devi was his divine consort. She is having any spiritual greatness like Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ma Sarada Devi said, do not be misguided. She is not an ordinary woman. She is the mother of the universe. But the devotee confessed, but by seeing her mundane life, engrossed in lots of bondages and routine activities like ordinary village women, it is far to believe that she has any spiritual acumen. After a lot of time being disgusted, Swami Saradananda said, if you believe that Sri Ramakrishna was God incarnate, do you think that he married with a dust woman? Thus the conversation ended. So it turns on to this main point that how Sri Ramakrishna looked at Sri Ma Sarada Devi, so that we can get a glimpse through the eyes of the avatar of God. I am quoting the words Sri Ramakrishna said, translating into Hindi. Sri Ramakrishna ने कहा, वह शारदा है, सरस्वती है, साधारण मानवी के समान दिखने पर भी वस्तुतः वो स्वयं साक्षात जगदम्बा है, जिसकी कृपा कटाक्ष से मनुष्य को ज्ञान लाभ होता है। ज्ञान लाभ करने के लिए कुछ साधन भजन का जरूरत नहीं है, उनकी सिर्फ जस्ट ए लुक, ए टच ऑफ हर मेक्स ए मैन लिबरेटेड। वह मनुष्यों को ईश्वरीय ज्ञान देने के लिए, जगत को आलोक का मार्ग दिखाने के लिए अवतीर्ण हुई है। In the Chandi it is said, Saisa prasanna barada ninam bhavati muktai. If she is made pleased, then by her grace the liberation becomes easily available without effort. Once Sri Ma Sarada Devi herself asked Sri Ramakrishna, how do you look upon me? Instantly Sri Ramakrishna replied, the Divine Mother Bhavatarini, who is in the temple, who is my Ishta, my deity, you are no different from her. In one form she is receiving worship of countless number of people sitting in the temple. In another form she is massaging my feet. And also she is the same mother who gave birth to this body, my Garbhadharini residing in the Nahavat. Sri Ramakrishna is fully conscious all the time who she was, though Sri Ma Sarada Devi was not. The reason is revealed by Sri Ramakrishna by one incident. When she was young, because she was married at the tiny age of 6. When she came to the Dakshineshwar temple, and along with her companions she used to come visit Sri Ramakrishna at night when all the devotees have gone, to hear his spiritual discourses. बालिका है, जमीन में सो जाते थे. Sri Ramakrishna is giving long discourses. The women devotees are enjoying. But Sri Ma Sarada Devi is sleeping on the floor all the time. At the end of this discourse, her companions would sadly remark, that what a pity. She is so unfortunate that she could not hear such golden spiritual words uttered by you. Sri Ramakrishna immediately forbade them. Do not wake her up. If she hears these golden words, she will now and itself fly away from where she came. She is such a great lady. She doesn't belong to this earth. She came here and she has been kept here to do immense good to the humanity. But the moment she knows who she is, she'll simply fly away. Sri Ramakrishna always blessed Sri Ma Sarada Devi above him. This is very, very important thing. How Sri Ramakrishna looked at Sri Sarada Devi, he always looked at her as superior to Sri Ramakrishna. You know, Swami Muktinathanandaji was a sannyasin disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. But hardly anybody knows that Swami Muktinathananda was the first disciple of Sri Ma Sarada Devi, Mantra Shish. When he came here as a young boy, seeking spiritual initiation, then he was sent to Sri Ma Sarada Devi to seek for initiation. Trigunatithanandaji demonstrated that he has come here to be guided by Sri Ramakrishna, not by anyone else. But Sri Ramakrishna revealed to him by a couplet in Bengali, Ananto Radhar Kotha Kahane na jaye, Koti Krishna Koti Ram hoy jay roy. Sri Ramakrishna said that he was Sri Rama in the Treta Yuga, he was Sri Krishna in the Dwapar Yuga, and again reborn as Sri Ramakrishna in Kali Yuga. But compared to this Rama and Krishna, the spiritual power of Radha, the divine consort of the avatar, is beggars description. It is Anant. He said it is like a vineyard where numerous grapes are grown. Imagine that one grape is like one avatara. Ananta Krishna, Ananta Radha, or Ananta Rama are grown in a tree. And the tree is Srimati Radhika, Sri Ma Sarada. Such is the divine greatness of Sri Ma Sarada, acknowledged and documented with us. In the eyes of Sri Ramakrishna, Sri Ma Sarada Devi had a multiple personality. To be brief, we'll discuss here only 7 aspects of Sri Ma Sarada Devi revealed by Sri Ramakrishna. First, Sri Ramakrishna established that she is the Divine Mother, the goddess of the entire creation. He recognized as the Supreme Goddess, he recognized in her, Supreme Goddess, the Divine Mother in human form, the embodiment of Kali and Saraswati, the source of all spiritual knowledge and spiritual power. There are 2 things. We need power and we need knowledge. As has been said at the outset of this talk, that she is Saraswati personified. She has taken this human form to bestow knowledge, both secular and spiritual, to make us equipped to face the challenges of the world, and also equipped to make us free from this bondage of birth and death once for all in this life. So her personality should not be lightly taken. It's a great privilege and opportunity that we are born in the post Ramakrishna Sarada era, where we can get the advantage of their spiritual counsel and become blessed in every sense of the term. Second aspect is, she was the spiritual consort of Sri Ramakrishna, a spiritual companion, accepting and grounding his intense spiritual states, allowing him to experience the world as real. Taking it for granted that Sri Ramakrishna was an incarnation of God, we know that God comes as a human form to fulfill some mission in life. For fulfilling the mission, he needs power and spiritual guidance. Sri Ma Sarada Devi was not only his power, his spiritual guidance also, his spiritual guru, to whom he surrendered all his sadhana and asked for grace. It is an unimaginable, unthinkable aspect of life when a husband offers the fruits of his sadhana at the feet of his wife, enshrining her as the mother of the universe for all of the human beings, not only for him. He elevated Sri Ma Sarada Devi in that post for the benefit of the world, for one and all, for you and me. Thirdly, Sri Ramakrishna considered her as the ideal woman, Adarsh Nari. Swami Vivekananda said, नारी जागरण बिना ये राष्ट्र का कोई उद्धार नहीं होगा. By reviewing the glorious past of this great nation and the present abominable distress and condition of this country, Swami Vivekananda discovered that the reason is two national sins. One was neglect of the masses, and the second was oppression of the women. नारी निर्यातन, नारी के प्रति असम्मान, ये राष्ट्र का राष्ट्रीय पाप है, sin. Until we can wash our sins, there is no way for any sign of progress. In order to do that, God incarnate came to save the nation, and by saving the nation, save the world, by putting back the women their deserving glorious position. Swami Vivekananda observed that women are oppressed in this nation, but whereas the women are worshipped in the West, but not as a mother, but as an object of enjoyment. And that is abuse of the women power. Women should be given proper respect, honor, dignity. and we await her grace to gain prosperity in our life. That has been our tradition in the past, and that has to be restored. And the beginning has started where Sri Ma Sarada Devi is placed at the head of this drive, women regeneration. Seeing her personality, Sister Nivedita said, she is the last word of the ancient Indian woman, and she is the first word of the modern woman. She is the connector between all the best of the past and all the best of the future going to be. It's a wonderful combination in that personality, as has been recorded by Sister Nivedita, who started women education in India by keeping Sri Ma Sarada Devi at the forefront. Fourth observation Sri Ramakrishna made was, Sri Ma Sarada Devi was the universal mother, mother of all. What Sri Ma Sarada Devi herself acknowledged, मैं सबकी माँ हूँ. I am the mother of all. I am the mother of wicked. I am the mother of sinner. Who can say that? $2,000 years ago, 2,500 years ago, Jesus the Christ said, come all ye that are heavily laden, come unto me, I will give you rest. सबको invite किया. But mostly he invited the fallen, the sinners, the sick. But here Mother is inviting one and all, both the saints and sinners, all alike. And she said, everyone has an equal share of my grace. I do not make any difference. In my eyes, that abominable dacoit, thief, Amzad, Tuti Dakait, and Sharat, Swami Sharadananda, the God realized Parshad of Sri Ramakrishna. Both are alike. In my eyes, both are alike. Because I am an universal mother. I am not only the mother of human beings, I am the mother of even the animals, a cat, a bird, a pet. While leaving Jayaram for some time, he advised one monk, Gyan Maharaj, do not beat the cats for stealing milk. Remember, I am in them also. See me in them also. And buy some milk to feed the cat. If you do not give, it has to steal. That is the idea of worship she wanted to promulgate in us. Look at all women as our objects of worship, not enjoyment. Next, Sri Ramakrishna has understood that he was exuberant. His spirituality was seen. He didn't have the capacity to control his spiritual exuberance. Now and then he would be burst into spiritual ecstasy. Samadhi ho jata. But Sri Ma Sarada Devi had a wonderful power to keep everything under control. एकमात्र उन्हें ही संभव है, असंभव है. Thakur in colloquial language used to say, "Oh chai chapa bedal." The cats who hide themselves in the ashes are not seen. So she is an unseen power, unnoticed power. Swami Muktinathanandaji, the great monastic saint, disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, said, after a lot of sadhana, we have been able to rise our Kundalini Shakti to the level of our heart or maximum to the level of our throat. We know that power within us, the latent power within us is dormant at the base of our spine. And when we are spiritually awakened, that power grows upward gradually to our navel, to our heart, to our throat, to our eyebrows, and lastly at the top of our brain. Sapta Chakra. Swami Muktinathanandaji says, with a lot of effort and sadhana, we are successful to rise, awaken our Kundalini to the throat, to the level of our heart or maximum to our throat. But for mother, the Shakti does not descend below the level of throat. Either it is in the level of throat or in the eyebrows or in the top of the brain. Such an exalted power she has, but she is never seen. And with ease, she will support everyone, invite everyone, and redeem them. Saisa prasanna barada niram bhavati muktaye. One incident I will try to recount here, that one gentleman came to Belur Math for spiritual initiation. Then the president was Swami Brahmanandaji. The spiritual child of Sri Ramakrishna, whom Swami Vivekananda said the spiritual dynamo, by whose spirituality the entire Ramakrishna mission is running. Seeing at that gentleman, Brahmanandaji refused to initiate him. He was such an abject sinner, he could not accept him. But he was insistent, so then he was directed to Udbodhan, Calcutta, across the river where Sri Ma Sarada Devi was residing. He was told that we cannot help you. You go and approach her. If she accepts you, fine, or else you are doomed. Nothing will happen to you in this life. You are beyond care. Then he approached Sri Ma Sarada Devi. Looking at her from a distance, she said, মাকে ছেলেরা ভালো ভালো জিনিস পাঠায়, শেষে ওরা একে পাঠালে। The sons sent to the mother all choicest items of the market to please her. But my son seated at Belur Math finally sent this person to me. But she accepted him. She gave her initiation and blessed her life, blessed his life. When this word was communicated to Balloon Mutt. Then there Swami Brahmanandaji, Premanandaji, Shivanandaji and etc. all stalwarts were sitting. And then Premanandaji became excited and said, the poison by the touch of which will become burnt into ashes, such poison she is swallowing at ease. We have seen the spiritual effulgence of Sri Ramakrishna. It was palpably seen by his enormous spiritual exuberance, communication of the divine. But Sri Ma Sarada Devi is having such divine communication every moment, but is never seen. It is such a divine capacity to withdraw, keep it hidden for the benefit of others. But in appearance she was most ordinary person. Even her companions used to doubt sometime. Is she really having such brilliance? When Sri Ramakrishna was gone, Sri Ma Sarada Devi's companion, Joginma, she was doubting that Thakur was such a great spiritual personality, but Sri Ma Sarada Devi is deeply engrossed with her own nephews and nieces in mundane worldly duties. How can she be a spiritual lady? She was meditating on the bank of the Ganges one morning, suddenly saw Sri Ramakrishna in physical form and telling him to pointing out one floating object. He said, look at this floating object, what it is. Yoginma saw it is a newborn with all blood and a dead body of a newborn. Someone threw it in the Ganges, it was flowing. And he said, do you think the Ganges has become impure by the contact of this object? It is ever pure. Look at her as such pristine purity. Amake roke abhed janbe. We are one. Do not discriminate. Sri Ma Sarada Devi was constantly conscious but hardly revealed. She was the guru of Swami Muktinathanandaji. He got spiritual initiation and he got monastic initiation from Swami Vivekananda, one of the presidents of Ramakrishna mission, the great spiritual personality. When a young boy, Kali Krishna Maharaj, his original name was Kali Krishna, he came to the mother with a great repentance that, Mother, I am unfortunate that I have come late. I could not see Sri Ramakrishna. He was born at a date when Sri Ramakrishna already left his mortal coil. Mother looked at him intently and said, Baba, তুমি তো তাকে দেখেছো? My son, you have seen him. He could not understand what she is talking about. Later, he meditated and found that Mother is revealed that he and Sri Ramakrishna is one of the same. The two sides of the same coin. The intention of Sri Ramakrishna is being manifested by the power of Sri Ma Sarada Devi. Sri Ramakrishna told his nephew Ridharam that you are so close with me, you are free to tell me anything you like, but be very, very careful with this lady. If she is annoyed, then no power in the three worlds can save you. ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश्वर की भी शक्ति नहीं है, उनको तंग मत करो. Ridharam did not hear, and unfortunately he had to leave Dakshineshwar forever. He was never allowed to enter the premises because he displeased Sri Ma Sarada Devi repeatedly and tortured her. You may treat me as you like, but be careful with her. If you ever incur her displeasure, there will not be any refuge for you, even in the three worlds. That was his warning. But at the same time, Sri Ramakrishna did not keep Sri Ma Sarada Devi away with the object of worship. In a social form, she was his wife, married wife. So he did all his duties which had to be done for a husband to the wife. He knew that he was a saint and he was a monk, Darshanami Sannyasi Sampradaya. So he could not keep money. But as a husband, he must provide the financial guarantee, security. So one day he called Sri Ma Sarada Devi that what are your expenses per month? She could not tell him anything. Then he said, how many chapatis do you eat? She was a very bashful lady. She could not reply, but he insisted. Then she said, 5-6 ले लेते हैं. They take 5 or 6. Then he calculated that what is the amount needed. Then he said, then 500 rupees in those days, 500 rupees would do. He invested that money in the zamindari of Balaram Bose, who used to give 30 rupees per 6 months, 5 rupees each per month. That was enough for maintenance of Sri Ma Sarada Devi. You know, when Sri Ma Sarada Devi was married, then Sri Ramakrishna was very poor. So during the marriage, they borrowed some ornaments, put her to Sarada Devi, and the following morning they took them away. The young little Sarada went on crying, and then Chandramani Devi, her mother-in-law, told, don't worry, my Gadai will give you better ornaments in the future. To fulfill her mother's wish and also as a duty of her, Sri Ramakrishna arranged for beautiful jewels for Sri Ramakrishna, for Sri Ma Sarada Devi. In a divine vision, he saw Sita with diamond-cut chudi, bala, And he made such ornament for Sri Ma Sarada Devi and bracelets, saying that she is Sarada, she is Saraswati. She wants to be bedecked with ornaments. She should be always kept, decorated for the benefit of the world. Such was the reverential and practical attitude of Sri Ramakrishna to Sri Ma Sarada Devi. He was here to pronounce the divine greatness and the practical benefit the whole world will derive for the advent of Sri Ma Sarada Devi. Sri Ramakrishna set the goal, but the attainable way was earmarked by Sri Ma Sarada Devi. How the common people can realize this goal in this very life was practiced and professed by Sri Ma Sarada Devi, keeping her whole power hidden, but at the same time giving a place for acceptance for all, giving an assurance, do not worry, I am here, I am for you, for everyone. Sri Ma Sarada Devi is available for every one of us, not only in the past, but now itself and also in the future. She says, give flowers to my feet for those who were in the past, who are in the present, and who will be in the future. I am the mother for all. So today we offer our prayers and devotion to the Divine Mother, Sri Ma Sarada Devi, who is the mother of us all, so that we can realize the goal of our life, the divinity manifested in every one of us around us in this very life. Thank you. Jananim Saradam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayoshthitva Pranamami Muhun. We close now with the chanting of the Lord. Please join with me. Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Announcements. Today is the concluding day of the 4-day-long birth centenary of celebrations of Sri Ma Sarada Devi. In the afternoon, 4:30 to 5:30, we will have another session with the youth where we will discuss Sri Ma Sarada Devi in the eyes of Swami Vivekananda. There is also a great story which will be discussed with a discourse by me and followed by guided meditation, bhajan and readings, etc. In the evening after the Aarti, we will have a special cultural function here by a great sitarist of North India. It's coming from the Punjab, the Jalandhar, the Sumit Padam Singh, the great sitarist, and he will be accompanied in tabla by Ustad Ulmas Hussain Khan Sahab, the great prodigy of tabla in Lucknow. They will be from 7 o'clock in the evening. You are all welcome. Tomorrow is the birth anniversary of Swami Shivanandaji, the second president of the order, the day-long program. And the next Sunday, we have a youth conference which will begin the 1-year-long centenary celebration of the center. The center was established in 1925. So this is the 100th year. So we will have a 1-year-long celebration starting with a youth convention next Sunday. Swami Bodhamayananda, the head of our Hyderabad center, the great youth leader, is coming with an expert from Hyderabad to address the gathering. So all are welcome. There is a registration fee, a minor registration fee for the youth, and also some fees for the adults. You are all welcome, and the evening he will deliver the centenary this speech that is open for all in the temple. That is next Sunday, 21st of December 2025. With deep sorrow, we announce the passing away of Swami Sridharanandaji Maharaj, my predecessor of the center, who has been staying in Sydney for the last 25 years. And he was the head of our Sydney center, and he established some other centers in Brisbane, Adelaide and other places. Now he passed away on 13th of this December, so his Bhandara would be held and memorial meeting will be held on 25th of this December, and Bhandara will be on 24th December. All of you are welcome. This will be announced also in our WhatsApp groups. Thank you.